Hi guys, it's Sob. Today's another popular Cambodian dessert called Banh Januk. It is delicious, not too sweet. Let's get started. So first I have my mung bean here that I've cleaned very well, about 4 to 5 times. And then to the mung bean, we're going to go ahead and add some water. And then you want to steam this in your rice cooker until done. Next, we're going to work on our ginger syrup. Go ahead and add in your palm sugar into your water. Now, I'm making a lot here, so in the recipe that will be written, I'm going to cut the recipe in half for you guys, okay? So once your palm sugar has begun to melt, go ahead and add in your slices of ginger. Now you just want to stir everything together to combine, and then you want to bring this to a rolling boil. Turn it down and let it simmer for about 15 minutes or so, and then set it aside when you're done. Now I'm making the coconut milk here. I've added into a small saucepan on medium heat. I added a little bit of salt as well. So now here I'm going to thicken it up by take some of that coconut milk and I'm going to add it into my cornstarch just to kind of make sure it's nice and smooth and not lumpy. Once it's all nice and smooth, I'm going to go ahead and add all the cornstarch into the coconut milk just to thicken it up because it's good when it's a little bit thick. Now, most recipes, they do it all together with the ginger water with the coconut milk, but I like to do mine separate because I like to control how much coconut milk is actually in it. So don't really quite let this come to a boil, just slightly simmer and then set it aside. So my mung bean is done steaming. I added some salt and now all that's left is just to mash it until it's nice and soft. You want to set this mixture or filling aside as well until it's ready to use. If you want to roll these all by hand, they should be this size. If not, do like me, use a melon ball scooper. It's going to save you a buttload of time. Now we're going to work on our glutinous rice flour. It's the same steps as last week in the video for the ply ai, which is the glutinous rice balls filled with palm sugar. I added about somewhere between 1.5 to 2 cups of warm water. Just work it until it starts to come together and form a ball. Once it starts to form your ball, continue to work it for another 2 to 3 minutes until you're ready to use it. Now let's put everything together. I took a little piece of dough. I'm making it into a nice smooth ball. Flatten it out with your palms. And now what I like to do is I like to flatten out the edges more and then leave more of a bump in the middle so that I can place my mung bean in the filling or in the middle so that it won't crack or seep through. So then just take your your melon ball scooper and just place it right smack in the middle. If you can see it, it's more dough in the middle than the outer edges. And then just cover up the mung bean with your dough. Don't forget, it's okay to kind of push down the mung bean into the filling to allow the dough to pinch to seal. And if you get some cracks, you can see as you're working it, that's okay. Just use your fingers to kind of pinch it together, and the warmth of your fingers should just seal that right back up. Now I'm just smoothing everything out again into a nice round ball, and then I'm going to flatten it again with my palms. This is more the Cambodian way. My mother-in-law, who's Vietnamese, actually prefers them round, so I left some round as well. You can skip this part and leave it round if you want. Set this aside. So now I'm going to show you guys if you, let's say, accidentally don't have enough dough or you put too much mung bean filling, that's okay. You can cover that up really easy. If your dough is made right, then you should be able to cover it up no problem. Just take a little bit of extra dough with your hands, flatten it out with your thumbs, and just place it right on top to where it's needed. Again, press to seal, pinch everything together. Work it into a nice round ball. And once again, smooth it all out with the warmth of your hands and then flatten it out and you're done. And here's a no-brainer, obviously. You have to make some plain ones as well. Just shape them into tiny balls. And if you have kids, they really enjoy helping out with this one. It's kind of like Play-Doh for them. All that's left is to cook it into a pot of boiling water. You want to add in your glutinous rice balls. Get in there with like a slotted spoon and loosen up the rice balls to make sure they don't stick to the bottom. And you know they're all done. They're all float up to the top just like this. Remove everything and place it into an ice water bath. This will slow down the cooking process and also get rid of some of that slime to the outsides of the glutinous rice balls. Now all you have to do is just plate it. Sorry, I didn't get a clip of it, but just add it into a small serving bowl. Add in your sweet ginger syrup, top with the coconut milk, and top with some more sesame seeds. If you haven't seen my video last week, check it out. For Nong Plai Ai, thanks to you guys for watching.